Love y'all. Thank you all. 1, 2, 3. Irene! Yay! All right. Love y'all. Thank you all. One.
Today, I got to speak to almost 1,000 high school students. Speaking to high school students alone is scary for a lot of adults, not for me. And today we're actually going to talk about scary things, not ghosts, but scary life things. If you can think of anything that makes you super afraid, that is not like ghosty and goblin-y and Halloween-y, put that in the comment section below. I have my list. It's a list mostly for high schoolers. And hey, everybody here has been through high school before. Think of some things that made you afraid in high school before. And, while we're at it, listen, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. I am live every single Wednesday, 8:45. I know it's a strange time. That's when we're here. Let's head into it. The number one thing that is super scary is exactly what I just said. Public speaking. Young or old, most people will list this as their number one fear. Not for me. It gets me excited to talk to people. I'm looking at this scary lighting. It's perfect. It's perfect. I enjoy public speaking. It doesn't scare me. The larger the crowd, the better. Even if I don't have nothing to say, I will figure out something to say. And I understand, though, having all those people just staring up into your teeth like that, waiting for you to say something, I see it. I see where it come from. Public speaking is a fear that a lot of people have, and even high schoolers. If you all have a fear of public speaking, let me know in the comment section below. Number 2. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to go with my fears just a little bit before we get into y'all's fears. Needles. I am afraid of needles. I know when you're young, you got to get a whole lot of shots. Once you pass like 20, 25, those years, there's not a lot of immunizations that you have to get. A tetanus shot every 10 years. Maybe you got to have some blood drawn. But overall, during the 20s, 30s, unless you have some illnesses, maybe you're pregnant or anything, like pregnancy is not an illness, you typically don't need a lot of blood work. But when you're in high school, when you're in middle school, when you're like older, you do end up having more immunizations. I am afraid of needles. Right now, I'm at the phase where I don't have to get a lot of needles, but I cannot watch somebody get a shot. Do you understand? That is how bad it is. Now, if I have said needle in my hand, inserting it into somebody else's body, no problem. I can do that all day, every day. But for me to be having the needle stuck in my body, or to watch it being stuck in somebody else's body, I can't do it. If you all have a fear of needles, let me know. Now, that's me done being selfish. Number 3 is our going to a new school. I know for a lot of people, just going to a new school is scary. You're wondering who all gonna be there? Are there people gonna be nice like my old school? Are they gonna hate me? Am I gonna look good? I've been to, let me see. Man, I changed school a lot because we end up moving so much when I was young. Never in the middle of the school year or anything. Remember, I started school in Jamaica. In Jamaica, I went to 3. I went to 3 elementary schools in Jamaica. And then I did middle school in New Jersey, same middle school. I went to 2 high schools in America, Irvington High School in New Jersey, Plantation High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I did move schools a lot. I know people have moved schools way more than that. Going to a new school is always a little nerve-wracking, though. Who all gonna be up in there? Would those people like me? Who are they? And I understand that. Ooh, spooky, scary. I wish I had a scary sound effect. Let me see what we have. I think we have a monster. Give me a second. Let me see what we can find. I'm pretty sure. Voice disguise.
Let's see. Hello. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's kind of scary. Yeah. Spooky.
Okay. Now we are at number 4. A crush.
A crush. You are afraid to talk to a crush.
Yes, that happens to everybody. That person that you like, that person that you've been scoping out across the cafeteria, you know exactly when they're going to come into the cafeteria, who they're going to be with, where they're going to be sitting. You know their schedule pattern. Never talk to them a day in your life, and you know their whole entire life. Scared to death of speaking to them. That's some
Scary stuff right there.
Number 5, scary. Scary things. We're talking about
Being afraid of taking a test.
test taking is scary because you don't even know what them teachers gonna ask. Yes, you may even have an idea. Let's be honest. They have the syllabus. You know which chapters you're reviewed, what subjects you've been going over. It's still scary because you feel like so much is hanging on there. Will what you really studied show up? Will your memory and your brain just fail you this one time and you can't remember nothing and you totally bomb it? There's so much at stake in your mind that test taking is super scary for a lot of students. Let me know if tests don't scare you. Here's the thing. The more prepared you are, though, the less scary you are. At least that's the general principle. Number 6.
The first day of school.
Now, this is kind of similar to going to a new school. You just want to start the school year off on a good note. Maybe you've decided to reinvent yourself that school year and you're walking up in there to see if your new disguise, not the disguise, but your new persona, if it's going to hit with your fellow schoolmates or if it doesn't. The first day of school is a little, do you have on the right outfit? Did you set the right tone for the rest of the school year? That first day of school is a little bit scary. Scary indeed. Number 7. And
similar to the first day of school is the school dance. Scary.
The school dance is scary. Here's the thing. You may not know all the popular moves. You're going out there and your crush could be there. All of them people going to be watching you. Do she know how to dance? All of that. Is somebody going to ask me to dance? Do people dance like as a couple? I don't think. Do people dance as a couple of dances? Let me know. I hadn't been to a dance in forever. Let me know if people are dancing as a couple at school dances. Either way, even if they're not, just people looking at you to see if you know the latest dances and the dance moves and if you have rhythm. And God forbid your parents didn't bless you with the gift of rhythm, you are done for. That is scary.
Absolutely scary.
All right, number 8. We're going through this list. We're going to keep it moving through this list. Oh, this one now.
Students that don't know how to act. This one was given to me by
one of my sons. Sometimes you're in classes with people that they just don't, or even this is a whole school. You don't know who gonna show up, act a plumb fool, get the whole class in trouble. Maybe they're gonna start a fight. They're gonna do something crazy and everybody's gonna get in trouble, or things that you may not get an opportunity to go on that field trip because people just acted up. It's scary. You don't know who you're in school with sometimes. I mean, the truth is, not to be funny, a lot of your fellow classmates, they may not have, as I say in Jamaica, they don't have no home training. Basically, they're feral cats almost, raising themselves, deciding to do whatever they want to. Or maybe not even that. They have just decided to be out of control. Their parents have tried and tried and tried with them, and they just rebels without a cause, and they come to school and let loose on you all. And it's scary because some of your classmates have absolutely no self-control, and that's a scary place to be. Number 9.
This one is no joke.
This one is scary. We've had episode after episode of school shooters. It's almost like we've become immune to it these days. Every time you hear around, just the other day, my son's school, they didn't have a school shooter, but they had a code red when somebody was around the campus with a weapon and they had to shut the school down. And it's just a mess. Nowadays, that is a threat for our students. Who knows what the exact answer is? It's still something that is just out there and a fear that a lot of students have. And it's a scary situation to think you're going to school to learn, and then there's a possibility that somebody may come in there angry, upset, mentally ill, whatever the reasoning is, and decide to just wreak havoc on an entire student body. That is scary. And our last one, we're at number 10, is
getting called out in class.
that is scary. You sitting there minding your own business. D-Nice Beaugelin, report to the office, please. You're like, everybody looking around at you. What you did? Why are they calling you? What's happening? Or even just the teacher calling you out. D-Nice Beaugelin, come to my desk, please. And she's shuffling her papers and looking stern and everything. That's scary. Those are some scary things. Well, here's the thing. There are a lot of scary things. Y'all can list some more in the comment section below that can scare you as a student. Remember, the best thing you could do right at the moment is just take a deep breath and face some of these things head on. The school shooter, no. There are actual protocols that you can meet that your school teaches you to deal with that kind of thing. The rest of them are other fears that you can manage on your own, except for the kids too. The kids that are acting crazy. Maybe that one should be, not maybe, that one should definitely be relayed to an adult also. And with that, you can just be a good role model to your fellow students. Otherwise, those other ones are fears that take a deep breath, take a step out, and honestly, what's the worst that could happen in those situations? Your crush may be like, hey, what's up? I like you too. Let's go out. You do your fake dance move at the school dance and it becomes a new TikTok trend. You never know. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid.